I came across this cool DEI training at a university, and we've all, oh no, we claim to be unemployed, but cat's out of the bag. We're employed. We have jobs. We have
We never claimed to be
trainings.
unemployed, did we?
No, we did. First episode, we did.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah. We have jobs, and we had to go through poor shit like this. There's
Not
a
quite this
DEI.
bad.
Well, speak for yourself. There was a DEI training at a university, I don't know which one, where they it's rather morbid and funny and crazy at the same time, but it's great because it highlights the absurdity of these things. One of the activities they had to do was, who would you leave behind if there was a like a space shuttle that could only have 8 people, and this was the last 8 people of the human race, right? And it was about intersectionality. They're essentially questioning you, who is more valid or valuable. And they gave you a list of a dozen or so, and they said you had to choose 8 of them. Let me just describe the list here. One was an accountant with a substance abuse problem. Second, a militant African American medical student. A 33-year-old female Native American manager who does not speak English. The accountant's pregnant wife. A famous novelist with a physical disability. A 21-year-old female Muslim international student. A Hispanic clergyman who is against homosexuality, a female movie star who was recently the victim of a sexual assault, a racist armed police officer who has been accused of using excessive force, a gay male professional athlete, vegetarian.
Not vegan.
No, vegetarian. An Asian orphan 12-year-old boy. And lastly, a 60-year-old Jewish university administrator. Now you have to pick 8 of these people as the most worthy.
It's obvious.
Put on the
yeah.
shuttle to go to the next planet
Yeah.
to survive the cataclysm. And you had to choose them based on, well, I don't know, based on your own criteria. You just had to, justify yourself.
There are no. Okay, think about this. You're going to another planet, and there are no scientists or engineers, on this list.
Well,
so
no. Hold on.
Humanity's pretty much fucked.
The
It doesn't matter who
university,
you pick.
the university administrator might have had a STEM background.
I'm going with the Asian, like the orphan
the-
12-year-old boy.
The chancellor of UC Davis, which was in the news recently, by the way, he had a STEM background, so it could be, right? What would you
Not
choose? What stands
not
out to
good
me
odds.
here? What stands out to me here is like, what they want you to say. They want you to say, hey, that racist armed police officer, he has no business being on this shuttle. I would argue that he definitely has business being on this shuttle because if you run into some shit wherever you're going, right? I mean, you want somebody with those kinds of skills. And this gay male professional athlete, guys.
Wait, are there actually 4 obvious choices here? So I see the other one is
There are some
clergyman
obvious choices to me.
who's against homosexuality. That seems
Well,
another ob-
all
is that
all the females of birthing age are obvious choices to me.
Oh, I'm saying are there 4 ones that should be excluded? Obvious.
I think the gay male should be excluded. If he can't have children, I mean, there's 8 people left. We need you to be willing to procreate in the next place, right? This needs to be something you're going to have to do. Now, if he can get over being gay and do it anyway, then okay, then he can come. But
Gender is unspecified for a lot of these.
yeah, it does. It is unspecified for some of them, right?
Like the accountant,
But the accountant's pregnant wife, she has demonstrated that she can get pregnant. So I believe she should go.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. That's actually a clue. The
Yeah.
accountant's male then. Famous novelist with physical disability, gender unspecified.
I don't want the novelist. No. Who knows if you are useful in this next place? But they really want you to say the racist armed police officer is bad and shouldn't go. An Asian orphan 12-year-old boy. I mean, probably no. Because we want you to be useful right away, right?
Who's gonna problem solve though?
What are you saying? Other races can't problem solve? That's highly racist of you.
Yeah, that's exactly what the people on this list.
True. Like a militant African American medical student. Well, they're a medical student, maybe, right? I don't know.
That's seems like they're saying that's a DEI hire.
We can have fun and talk about how this person should go over that person, but the idea that this is a question at a university DEI training already is concerning because the underlying message is that some people are more valid and more worthwhile than other people. Is that not the fundamental message by asking this question? Like whether or not your assertion is that like Aryan looking, healthy white people are the most worthy and they should go to the next world. Or your assertion is that, LGBT, non-white, POC, they're the most valuable or whatever. And that's your point of view. Both points of view are concerning to me because your underlying assertion is that you want to teach me that some people are more worthy than other people, are more valuable.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it's
this is
pure
something,
brainwash.
yeah, this is something that's being codified on a DEI training that university employees are taking. And the underlying message that is being imparted to them is that some people are more inherently worthy than other people. Not that all human beings have equal dignity, equal worth, et cetera, which is, you would hope, would be the kind of the liberal enlightened viewpoint that I don't know, we've tried to work towards in the past, 50, 100 years, whatever. No, they've abandoned that. They are right back to, some people are, better. Now, they've changed the type of people who are more worthwhile. It's no longer, healthy and hale, Aryan, tall, blonde hair, blue eyed, whatever. No, those are the best. Okay, they're off of that. But they've just gone to the other side. And I would argue that both philosophies, both points of view are toxic. They're anathema to liberal Western ideology. It's wrong. We should not be talking about people as if some people are more worthwhile. Now, if it was really a situation where, okay, there's only 8 people that can go. Okay, yes, I'm going to have to make a decision on who's more worthwhile. Like, if you are able to reproduce, then yeah, you are probably more valuable. But this hypothetical, I feel it's an exercise to sort of make you think about well, this person is more valuable than that person. Just letting you know that racist cop, he's not as worthwhile of a human being as your Muslim neighbor. Just letting you know, just putting that seed in your mind, okay? Just in case you have to decide between these two people as worthwhile human beings to save or execute or whatever choice is in front of you. I don't know what hypothetical future these people have in mind, but they clearly have something in mind, right? To want to make you order them. Like, I don't want to order people at all. In my world, all of these people can coexist and they can all live and they can all, be alive and pursue happiness and whatever. That's my world. I don't like where you're going with this, okay? And you wouldn't like where people are going with this if they asked you this and, they were suggesting that, the tallest, healthiest, strongest, whitest people were the most, they're the ones that were the most worthy of going to the next place or whatever. You wouldn't like that either. And there's a good reason. But they hide this sort of message in these, I wouldn't even call it innocuous. To say that this is an innocuous question is giving it too much credit. I would say it's more blatant than that. They're really asking you to assign value to human life and to order it.
Yeah, it's
based on their outward traits, right? They want me to say that I will leave behind the white guy. That's what they want me to say, right? So despite whatever we think about what the order should be, the mere fact that they ask for an order is concerning, is evil.
We can see that this is evil, but if you look at the New York Times article, I mean, they're talking about like this being given to 7th and 8th graders, I think, that's just evil.
Yeah, it is.
Problem is, you ask them like this to kids, they won't even question whether or not it's right to ask pose this question in the first place.
Correct,
they're just
because
going to play along.
Sophisticated. Yeah, it's too sophisticated of a question to ask.
They won't. Yeah.
Although this wasn't asked to kids, this was asked to people who worked at university.
But right? Like I said, this was actually given to 8th graders.
Oh, was this given to 8th grade? I thought this was given as university training.
No. It's used in many places. It's not just one place. But if you look at I linked the New York Times article.
Like, even introducing this question, and I'm not one of these people who's like, any kind of speech, I want to stamp out speech because like even talking about it is wrong. No, you can talk about it, but at the same time, I'm going to ask what your motives are.
It says the intent was to, quote, promote tolerance and break down stereotypes, he said, and help fulfill the district's goal of engaging in conversations about, quote, diversity, awareness, and social justice, end quote.
Just be careful what you wish for, is all I'm going to say. Because if you introduce the idea that this sort of thinking is okay, what's to stop the, the Nazis from just saying, well, we accept your terms, right? Is that the world you want to live in? Okay, where they think that way, you think this way, and what is the only way to resolve this? Probably violence, right? That's
It just seems, yeah, it seems so obviously wrong.